tired all day or whatever, and yeah, today or tomorrow, you should just do tomorrow and hang up right now and go to sleep. Tomorrow's the first session, so make sure we get all the scheduling correct for that. But it's a very important session. We have to twice a year board meeting where all the primary legal sessions happen. So I think that's pretty much it for me. So I'm gonna basically like just sign off here as quickly as possible. And I have a couple of proposals to share. And then I am going to sorry, check. So by the way, I was 3.5.
Okay, thank you. Hello guys, happy New Year. I'm very glad to read this year. How much is going to be? Okay, let's move on to our today's outcome. Anyone who is either outcome for today?
Yeah, this is the open session. So we will set up monthly goals. This would be to review the monthly goals. So the monthly goals were set up on the new session. And so we would just simply review the monthly goals. We should be able to get through it pretty quick. Yes. And then again, I'm sharing a few proposals. I don't know if we're going to vote on them and finalize them, but they mainly relate to recruitment and, evolving our whole situation. And tomorrow we'll talk more about it, checking.
Okay. Any other data outcomes? Can we do a project?
Well, I would definitely add, to keep this short so that we can all take care of ourselves and get ready for tomorrow, which is the board meeting. Also, as far as the board meeting tomorrow, anything that can be done to, prepare all of the budget proposals would be good. But yeah, I think everything's fine. But yeah, check.
We can move towards today's priority focus of the meeting.
Yeah, we can move on to topics, specific topics.
Okay. Priority topics for today. I think that you can put proposal as the first one because I think it's just going to be there for long.
Good idea. And it would be part of recruitment.
Yeah, recruitment, yeah. Okay, maybe what you feel of this recruitment?
Oh, but I'm still kind of in the middle of dinner. Maybe we can do one thing before that. And then I get part of like a theater.
I think that's how it should go. Review might be called. Also preparing for what is the tomorrow annotation. our session. I think that's the first session. We have. Yeah, because it's to set up our session. It is the first session is that I've never attended. We don't know the development set up for us, so we need to prepare again. Setting up our session. Every other topic that you guys have.
Yeah, I don't think about the session. Good for good for.
It says Google Calendar.
There's a 7 calendar, session calendar, but it's not visible to all. The because of the
I think it says Lunar Calendar. It's Lunar.
yes. Yeah, so he said that it's not visible, so that we need to check the
Lunar. I think Lunar.
if you're on the lunar session, that no one can be on the beginning. It always
Okay. Any other topic?
Probably budget proposals for Feb and March.
Okay, then I was proposing to move to a next activity, and I also located other.
Are you talking about the section that you want to be part of?
Yeah, I want to move to a next activity.
The 180 degree? Okay, well, it's not a proposal, but we can talk about it with this recruitment. I also think that, yeah, let's just do that.
Can we analyze it?
So we're going to do recruitment first. We can go over that first.
Okay. Any other topic, guys?
I think we're good, Lucy. This
Okay,
should be enough, yeah, for a quick.
Because then we can begin our session. You already record the session,
Yeah, we're already live.
Okay, thank you. So let's begin our first topic. I don't know, are we beginning group team setup or this, or we just going straight forward to our primary topic?
You guys should always be practicing the team setup. We just want to confirm, is there a doc, a spreadsheet for verification? You just gotta need to know where you're at. Even if you don't spend a lot of time on it, just at least check off to see make sure everything's there or what needs to happen for people to do team setup in the future. And this would be the global core team.
For me, I really don't know. Is it checking on the block country? Yeah. Is it checking on the doc only group team group of team setup, what should I check on?
I think Zila spelled it correct. Say again, Zila?
Can you repeat?
So we are going to set up the code case. And here's the RDS sheet for the global code case.
Yeah, it should be a spreadsheet. Where's the spreadsheet?
So is Zila, you checking on that one?
Yeah, that's it.
Can you share your screen? So that we see what you are doing. Is also helping us learning through.
Here I'll link the verification sheet here. The team. Like we have the
So Zila, were you able to find the team verification setup verification spreadsheet?
yeah, that spreadsheet is based on
Okay. Well, you guys just check it and see, just to make sure you guys understand it, and then we can move on. You don't need to spend a lot of time on it. Do we have a timekeeper?
Nothing. Just have a screen. I don't know what his spreadsheet is. That Zilo, can you share the views so that
I'm sure, yeah, I'm sure. Looking for the verification sheet. And how the person you want to give the budget yesterday. Someone needs to verify this.
Can you take us through what should we do on that spreadsheet?
Yeah, how
Do you like the percentage?
you were the budget yesterday, so you put the person here, how many person you have done.
Yeah, and it would be good to start with the tasks. The tasks are always easier.
Yeah, the task is already I have done.
Okay, yeah, so the task list, so that's checking off that our global support team and all the tasks are pretty good. And then you look at the responsibilities.
Yeah, I was going for this.
And then do the top 5. Like, just go through, like, the budget. Do we have a global support team budget? The answer would be,
I think it will be 5%.
and that would be green.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to organize this number. Then we have to balance it use. And the feeling is tracking their workloads, right?
Yes, yeah. Here we are doing databasing.
Yeah.
Kind of
What should be the time?
maybe 40 times 40. Because
we're not doing billing. Like I would say tops would be like 25 or so. But that's not green. Like it's not green. Like green is only if it's above 75%. That would be a red.
Orange is good.
So work reporting is making sure everyone in the core team is doing work reporting. I think we are doing work reporting pretty good. Yes. Deliverables. Not as much on the deliverables. We have a budget due for Excess the next 2 days, so we got to do more of that. But so deliverables is probably like 15-20%. Scheduling is good.
Jay, I want to get clear something. That the building work hours report, when I'm working there, for example, that you show us, but don't come and say that's not the right thing, that's not liability. So, can you make it clear?
Well, I think we would want to make that a topic if we want to go over work reporting, but that's fine, we can do that for sure.
That the building work hours report, as it is. That's okay. Evaluation and account.
Session support is not okay. Session support is more like 40% because if we had more session support, we would have had agenda for this meeting. We'd have agendas and planning done for all the other meetings, and we would be inviting everybody. There's so much that's not getting done for session support, so I would say that's more like 40%. We don't prioritize session support much. Okay.
The evolution of this is going to look better.
Yeah.
Also in more sharper.
Yeah. I would say like it's 0 or 5%. Like we don't do hardly anything on that. And then I think we're good. If we got done with the first 5 or so, the next time we'll go through a couple more. We keep going through it every time, and eventually we'll get solved. We gotta check in on that at the beginning. So I know you have to predict.
We can move on to the next topic.
Do we do this for our also sessions like solid main session? Or only for the global session?
Yes, exactly. Every single team at the very first thing you talk about in the topic for every team is your team setup, make sure your team is organized, check out your verification spreadsheets and all your docs, and then go into your team topics, okay? So every single team should have a verification spreadsheet for their team setup.
Okay, thank you. Now let's move to our today's topic, which is recruitment. I think the proposal for HR and recruitment. Let's move to recruitment.
Is it possible to go on to another topic and then come back to this one? Because I just need a couple more minutes to
Okay, I think we can, yeah. Can you
or maybe you guys skip.
Are you doing something?
I just need a few more minutes, and then I'll be back.
Okay, zero you can take us through to Logan.
Yeah, I must tell them after you said it, then we can discussion.
What can we discuss in after today?
Yeah, it's possible.
I review on my marriage.
What do you need me for on the felony counter?
When we update the session, so the lunar then it's not visible to anyone without the website.
And why do you need me for that? Is it because it's am I the owner?
Yeah, you're the owner, so you have to add all people address. I just need the contact list of all persons that you can be responsible for the account.
So maybe everyone could give updates on what they're doing on recruitment so everyone knows what everyone else is doing. So that's our one of our top priorities.
Let's check on recruitment. How far are we on recruitment, guys? Hello, are you there, guys? Yeah, we're there. How far are we on recruitment? Zulu? Anything reason for recruitment?
Yeah, I just literally just posted here, so I uploaded that. I just posted it. Few sites, three sites actually. Waiting for this one.
Any improvement on that?
I already forwarded few of them on the Google group, the equipment Google group, XPath when you just come then I will forward the emails so that you can contact with them and update with them. Yes,
Okay, Joseph. Thank you, sir. You don't want up.
Yeah, there is still no, yeah, I haven't received any message back from the people I contacted. Yeah, no information yet from them.
Okay, let's assume that there are Christmas or holiday. It has been a long holiday.
yeah.
Also, like before I contacted, no one responded except only Ava respond once. I think they gave us some people alone. Jesus or maybe this holiday or New Year, you know. Yes, so maybe we give them time as for now. Or you guys have anything that we can do about all the equipment that we need to improve on?
Lucy, one thing I want to add, the message yeah, the contact is based on the considered. You have access to that I don't have. Where is the function and you just added the input that already included and they contacted with yeah, like Modi and others. So I think you must have with included so that contact with them for needed also others.
You said we can contact who?
You can contact you just add the recruited in our community add the information just for the contact list specific to the others. Them like the email. But I reached on the eligible service.
That list, I don't know.
No,
If someone is missing,
we don't see the more change in the other development to
I think I think we need to get into clarification from Tia about what even on our report, she's not showing what she does and nothing for estimate. Everything is just outside estimate. So I was also to get clarification from Jay. How can we pay her without doing other job for estimate? And again, our report, okay, she's doing like she's mentioning she's inviting like Jay, but again, our report is not time they said if you are doing other work, you can run it. So I think people should not take advantage of saying that if you are having the other jobs, you can also respond. But also we need to see what is happening on a external. So it's just to keep in touch with her and understand what she's doing there. I think the first thing we need to get directly from there. To let us understand, because before we approach her, we need to understand, is that it? Oh, because it's really hard to understand that. Someone working with us, and if you look at our report, nothing for it, when everything is on a track for artists. So I was like, are we paying her for artists or paying her for everyone?
And there is also few people subscribe Afghanistan, Sohan, and others.
And you said that's sitting
yeah, I was.
It will be good when you put that one so that it is under the topic when we are just speaking on it. Then you can also send it over the hangout as well as you put it there.
I already sent on Hangout.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Hello?
Yes. You mean this list for contact for managers only? Yeah, okay. This list is only for I think, it's for payment. If I no.
Hey guys, what's this you talking about?
Yeah, I think still was the fact the full contact is manager to add some other members to another. No information. Add them. These people need to feel that there is a form that says that would get it. They need to add them.
For me, I will update it later. No problem. You can go for the other topic.
I know who was. Is this the one we use for payment?
Everything when we were someone that we have go for the.
Are you the one making this one or the new one? Because we have a contact list.
No, that's the previous one. I don't make it.
Is this a previous one? Just updating?
Yes.
Okay, no worries. Not only what is not there. I think these other new members are not there. You can add them. We will just add them. Put the details. Thanks. No worries. Thank you. Today we are talking about the quality. When we look at our report, it is showing that only volunteer hours. All her work is volunteer. Are we paying her only volunteer for artists, or we need to pay her also for working with her?
For who?
Monty.
Monty, we're paying her for working on SQS. Yeah, we're going to be going through an investor relationship partnership process with her. Hopefully everyone can be involved with that process. And eventually we might actually help fund her organization and help pay her for some of her other work, but there has to be an agreement in place. Right now we don't have one. So right now we're only paying her for the time that she puts that.
Okay, when you look at her work report, there is nothing for SQS. So are we supposed not to pay her because when we are doing even updating the hours, everything is going at it.
So just work and she just mentioning for the F1 work assigned hour and the hours only, not specific work. Yeah, the daily work she this is the only confusion article. So here about the work she's doing, and she's also taking hours, but
time for the other jobs that she has. So that should be fine.
So how can we now look at the area for our budget? No, we have budget. When we prepare payroll, we need to include all our work report, all our work report. How can we?
You just include the SQN hours for the SQN budget. Okay.
There is no hour for SQN.
Well, if there's no hours for SQN, then you just tell her that and be like, hey, you have to report because there's no SQN hours, so for this week you have 0. And maybe she'll have more next week.
Okay, thank you.
So what topic are we on again?
We are getting on recruitment.
Okay, so I have a few things about recruitment that I wanted to talk about related to these new proposals from Jay. Is this a good time?
Maybe we can add 5 more minutes on the topic if Jay has something to say on recruitment, because the time is up for recruitment now. We can add maybe another 10 minutes.
I think it'll only take a couple minutes. Yeah. So generally the goal is to prioritize recruitment for hiring, recruitment, support. Like I think we can basically all just kind of our local recruitment, we're really close. So I'm excited about that. I'm not the best at local recruitment either, but we're getting closer than we've ever been before. During this entire month of the hard stop, we haven't recruited a single person to the Americas. Nobody for 120 degrees, nobody for 60 degrees, period. Right? We hired Miguel about 2 weeks before the hard stop started. Right? So that was definitely good. And we have Monty for 180, and I think a show hog, right? So and basically our ability to recruit is really bad. Are we terrible? No, we're doing a lot of work, we're doing good. But so the idea is that we want to do a couple of things that's very important. To rewrite all of the outreach postings, right? For example, Outsourcely job postings, Craigslist job postings, Upwork job postings, right? And have the focus of the listing being to hire people who specifically focus on recruitment. Okay? So the goal would be that we have someone from every single section, this would be 6 people across the world, focus on recruitment. And they would do both outreach recruitment, so they would do recruitment and outreach. This would be for our public launch. So they would be helping recruit volunteers and help recruit volunteers and paper. Okay? Does that make sense? So we need a new job description for a position that is basically a recruitment coordinator. It's basically focused on our recruitment. They'll also be helping someone with investor relations, but the bottom line is we need more help with recruitment. It's not enough. We need people who are specifically focusing on recruitment, and we need to recruit a lot of people. Additionally, the direction we're going is to, this would be a proposal, to double the recruitment budget. And so we're talking potentially as much as a, $30,000 to $50,000 recruitment budget. And we'll talk more about this tomorrow at the first session, because we'll be going over the bigger, broader budget. But it has been a very long time since I've done the accounting, and I just started doing the accounting. It looks like we should have other additional money coming in as well. So, I mean, I think we just need more help. We need more people, right? We need to expand. We need to hire more people. So everything is looking really good. The only other thing I would say is I think we really want to like step back and slow down. And we'll talk more about this tomorrow, but I'm basically starting a new business, and it's overwhelming, and everything that I'm doing for SQN, everything I'm doing for EXA needs to slow down and step back so that we can get this new business up and running. And I'll tell you guys all about it as soon as I can. Tomorrow maybe, and then from there, we just need to get more recruitment. We need more people. So I don't know what else to say, but let's make it a responsibility. Responsibility would be like recruiter. I don't know how to say it. The only other update that I kind of have that I want to mention is that we want to slow down, step back, and relax. Like, I guess the easiest way to put it is, like, I think this whole New Year bonus thing, I mean, I'm not against the New Year bonuses, but I'm kind of against it. I'm like, I would vote no. But the reason for voting no is not that I'm against bonuses or against these bonuses. I'm actually pro having bonuses like next year. I think that's perfectly fine. Even if we can even do monthly bonuses or whatever. But the thing that I have, the problem is that it adds like 5 hours of work at least, right? So we would have to calculate all the bonuses, getting the bonuses, do all the evaluations, reviews, just all this extra work to do, and all the proposals, the time talking about it, creating the bonus budget, where it's going to come from. It's just complicated and it takes a lot of effort. And my request, the reason I would vote no on it, and I did talk to Heather, and she did say that she would consider. And my reasoning is that we just need to get the work done. If we just get the work done and we're recruiting people, everybody will get all of their back pay. Like I'm pretty sure we're going to be bringing more money here pretty soon. It's really good news, and we can pay people, what they need to make it right. So the money isn't the problem. The problem is that the work's not getting. So why give ourselves more additional work when we can just focus on actually getting the work done, like getting the budget done, and getting the billing done, and getting all of the extra work done, and the recruitment done, and then we can all get paid all the money that's needed. So anyway, that would be my recommendation, that we actually just focus on the work, get the work done, and then everyone will get their back pay once the work is done. So recruiting recruiters would be, the responsibility, the tasks are basically all of this stuff. This is all the tasks. But I think that's it. Oh, yeah, there's one other thing. One of the things that's going to be changing on the local organization is that we're going to shift towards and everything's going to slow down even more. So we're going to split up into the budgets into fluent English and Globish, and also eventually, hopefully within the next couple months, we'll have full budgets like $1,000. So to split the Globish and fluent English budget. So maybe like 20K plus 30K, something like that. And then we're also going to add, I think we should add a few budgets. Add like $5,000 to $10,000 for so this would include it would include speaking Bengali, I think the Filipino, maybe Chinese, French. I anyway, the idea is that we would create these budgets, and we would start hiring people who could not speak English. Because eventually we're going to have more people involved who don't speak English than we have people who speak English. But that will be, you know, the future. So I think that's pretty much it for me. It's like just basically went quickly over the need to focus on recruiting more people to help with recruitment. What that means is that I want to stop focusing on the recruitment for, well, I don't want to stop, but like the recruitment locally and for the Americas and 180 degrees. But I think overall, we need to recruit across the entire world. We need to hire people on Upwork, we need to hire people on Outsourcing all over the world and do like a big recruitment drive and start our outreach. I did a posting on Facebook the other day, and we have our outreach. You know, this is another thing we need to check the outreach intake forms. Because that could be a responsibility. Are there any questions about this?
Go to job on posting on Upwork. How can you put there? Because you don't only wanna on Upwork.
No, we're also I have an account on Upwork again. The focus isn't just posting; it's also the writing of the job position, right? So we need to update our current posts and update them to specifically request someone to be involved in helping us with our recruitment. We need recruiters, right? We need, like, we're just not very good at it. You know, like, I mean, we're better than we used to be, and we're doing pretty good, but it's just like, we need to recruit a lot more people, and we could be bringing in a lot more money. Like, I'm literally thinking about doubling the recruit budget, and literally thinking about, you know, doubling the number of people that we want to hire. Like hiring as many as like 30 to 50 people, like 40 people. Right now we have 20, like doubling the number of people all across the world. You know, and I just don't think that our small group, I mean, there's only like, you know, really 10 to 15 of us are really putting in a lot of effort, and it's just too much. We should be focusing on the work and not worrying about the recruitment. Like, we just need to get more help with recruitment so that we can get all the work done. Anyways, overall, I think it's good news. We have more money. We'll go over all the budgets and details tomorrow, or not tons of details, but enough details tomorrow. I think we want to just step back and relax a lot. I think we even want to step back and relax a little bit on payroll. But we also want to make sure everyone gets paid. If anyone needs to get paid, some money, let me know. We should pay you. And I think, like, overall, we want to push everything back, make everything a lot slower, get more people involved, and get ready for our public launch. You know, if people need money, I think if everything works out, we'll know more in about a week or two. We'll talk more about this tomorrow. But if everything works out, we should have more money very soon, and then we can start, you know, expanding. Well, we can already expand. We already have money, so but we just need to like hire more people and get the work done. But we need to do it faster. You know. So we need more people to specifically focus on. I feel like ideally we have one person in every section who does recruitment at like every week, like multiple days a week. That's all they do. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. So I think we didn't really have the money for that before, but I think now we do. And it's like every section needs someone who checks in with their personnel support, who helps people with their onboarding, who helps people with their recruitment and getting involved. So let's make that happen as soon as possible. And again, let's hire people across the entire world. So every single section should have someone hired to help out with recruitment. They'll be helping with those local recruitment, so that we can get more focus on recruiting in America, 180-degree sector locally, as well as across the world everywhere. Especially, and then we're going to start recruiting in other languages too. Yeah. And if you guys have ideas of some languages, I think Spanish, Bengali, Filipino are just great languages to start with. We have a lot of people here who speak those three languages. I'm also assuming either French or some other, African language would also potentially be good to add. Yeah. But anyway.
I have a question. What will happen if we separate people? Are we still going to work together?
The way that multi-language sessions go is there's multiple ways to do it, but the easiest way to do it and the way that we're going to start with is that let's say we have 10 people, 4 of them speak Spanish, and 6 of us speak English and other languages. We would have 2 groups, one of 4 people speak Spanish, and the second group speaks English. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, doing a session like this is separate using languages.
Yeah, and then we have someone who speaks Spanish and English would go between the 2 groups, just like we go between the groups, like with our secondary groups and our primary groups. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's pretty simple. It's basically exactly the same. It doesn't matter what language people are speaking, as long as there's at least one translator, then we're good to go, right? And then they would just translate the information to the other group in their language, and vice versa, and that's all. Like everything else is exactly the same. The only difference is just that there's 2 languages, the 2 groups, instead of 2 groups of the same language. Otherwise, everything is literally exactly the same.
Okay, Jack. So, according to last message you take, you need to talk to our body team. So, for how long are we going to continue like that?
Buddy teams. But buddy teams are going to be canceled. Okay. I'm making sure this is really clear. This is very, very important. This is the hard stuff. The questions on the hard stuff. Questions on the hard stuff. And specifically, it's related to scheduled buddy. Then we have focus on sessions. So these would be what's called public scheduled buddy teams. And these would be folks who are set up with assigned self-driven work. Okay, so when you have a public scheduled buddy team, this can include onboarding, improvement, etc. So when you have a scheduled buddy team, it's public and it's on the public calendar. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So anyone in the world can attend. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So during the hard stop, we're going to end all scheduled buddy teams. So all that we're going to have, and I'm actually going to be taking a break from a lot of I'm just going to mainly focus on global sessions, like because I was busy doing other things, and so I'm not going to be attending as many weekly main sessions, but people can still do the weekly main sessions. You can basically do them with buddy teams as well. You don't have to have like a full meeting. You have time to have the work. And then I'm mainly going to be focusing on the global sessions. Today we're also supposed to elect another co-chair. I don't know if you guys want to try to do that, but we could definitely do a quick vote. So anyways, my point is that the focus work sessions with the assigned self-driven responsibilities, those can happen at any time. So as long as any time. So as long as you have, like, let's say Lucy and all of you guys have recruitment assigned to you, so we're all doing recruitment, right? Right? You can just send a Skype message on the group, like, hey everybody, I'm down to work on recruitment sometime in the next 4 hours. Does anyone have help available? Right? So instead of just having a random scheduled way to randomly do whatever may or may not happen, you specifically schedule a time to do a private, not private, still public, it's not, you don't do a public invitation across the world on our public calendar. So it's just a focused work session with active workers to do, for example, recruitment. And so talk to people who already know how to do recruitment, do the recruitment, it would still be a buddy team session. You would just be focused on recruitment. And it wouldn't be scheduled, it wouldn't be on the calendar, it wouldn't be like a big thing. It's just like, but you would still do a buddy team to do the work, right? It's just not a public scheduled, buddy team on the calendar. So we're getting rid of all the calendar, all the scheduled buddy teams, but then people can still do work whenever they want to. You communicate on the Skype and make a schedule with the people who you need to be working with to get the work done. And then also for people who have assigned self-service work, you can work at any time you want to, even if no one else is available. And if you have questions?
Yes, now that, like you're saying, I assign myself as one of the work I can do. I work on payroll and I work with the team because I should not work alone or having a buddy. So I was told I'm not supposed to work on there until there's a specific people aside for that. So I was like, I think we have a certain one that you assign yourself, you can work anything. I think you have to make it clear if someone is not supposed to work on payroll, there's some specific people only that they need to work.
We have a spreadsheet that specifically says detail exactly who's supposed to be working on what responsibilities, right? So, I don't think it should be a problem to be able to figure out who's supposed to be working on what. And then again, it's a responsibility, with the HR rankings and the lecturing or whatever, to make sure that we know who's in charge of each session, right? So if someone's not helping on recruitment, the hard stop, and your web worker recruitment is not helping, they need to leave and need to stop, right? And if they're not going to leave, they're not going to stop, they're not helping, then that's a much, much bigger issue than just how much they know in recruitment. So it's like, I don't know if that makes sense, but the point is that you either want them to help you with the topic and the responsibility you're working on, or they need to leave. It's really that simple. There's no other option. So basically what I'm saying is if someone's working with you and they're not helping with the assigned responsibilities, self-service work, they can't be working. If you tell them to stop working because they're not doing anything and they don't stop, then that's a much, much bigger problem. Do you understand? Like, you need to tell everybody, put all those experts, be like, this person is working right now, they're not doing anything, I ask them to stop, they wouldn't stop. Like that is a huge issue. Like, if you are the HR ranking person, people aren't listening to you, like, that's a problem. So, I'm not sure exactly what your question is, Lucy, but my point is that there's already policies in place to address it. It sounds like it's not happening. People aren't following the policy.
My question was about working and self-driven work that we assign ourselves. I worked there, it was like, Lucy was not happy because I worked on one payroll and it was we do a fast verification and she was saying we are not supposed to work there. That was not the assigned time for that. That was the only specific people work there. That was we understand.
Can you say again? I didn't quite understand.
Okay, we work on payroll one and they come and say we are not supposed to work there. That was wrong. We have only people who need to work. People who are assigned to do that. Then I told her things that if
you're assigned to do a work, you can do it at any time you want to. There's no specific scheduled time when you can work. You can work anytime. You can work right now. You can work in 5 hours. You can work in 10 hours. You can work tomorrow. You can work next day. Anytime you want to, day or night. To do the assigned responsibilities and get them done. Otherwise, we hire more people, which is why we need recruitment to get the work done. I mean, I don't think there's anything confusing about that. If you're not assigned to do the work that you should be doing, we have this spreadsheet that you can verify assigned to do what. If you guys were assigned to work on payroll, you guys work on payroll. It doesn't matter whether it's a scheduled session or not. Like, you would not be telling you not to work. If you guys are working on assigned
So I think that's confusing.
Yeah, the payroll thing is a little bit more confusing. I mean, I don't have that on as a topic priority, so let's talk more about that. Like, you know, maybe it's the quarter session that's coming up next week. But bottom line, our payroll is like the best thing to do for payroll is to hire a bunch of people in America because it's very hard to do payroll, you know, in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? So we just need more people in the Americas who can help with the payroll, and then eventually we'll get the second set up doing their own payroll. We're just not there yet. So in the context of like all of the scheduling that Joyce is doing, I mean the scheduling is helpful, but it's all availability, it's all like the timeline. And I haven't necessarily agreed to like a specific time or talk to any of the people who said that they're going to do this time. So I mean, unless people actually agree to work during those times, it's not really a schedule. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll figure it out over time. But if it's really good what you're doing, we're definitely going in the right direction. Oh, and the other thing I want to mention is that as we do more recruitment, we actually meet our recruitment goals. The number one responsibility that everyone has is to work with our new recruits, right? So, for example, if Monty, the guy on the Sonic team, hey, I'd love to get the work that she's exempt from the hard stop, or like semi-exempt from the hard stop. And if she wants to work, anybody and everybody can schedule her to work anytime. Does everyone understand that?
Yes.
If we hire another new person, you know, even Shohak is pretty good, right? It's like Shohak, if he wants training, we help him out. We hire a new person whenever they want to meet, we work with them. Right? So the idea is that all of our new recruits basically can control the schedule. We want to schedule around their availability so that we can work with them and change them on everything, right? So that's the number one priority. Besides like, yeah, everything else. I mean, I think it's important to do payroll and all, but overall people are still getting paid. If people need money, just let us know. We have plenty of money, which is a really good thing. Bitcoin went up, Ether went up, I mean, it's just insane how much all these cryptocurrencies are going up. So the thing is that we're completely over, like I'm totally overwhelmed. Like I think one of the things that this holiday season has showed me is that like I need to take more time for myself. I'm working way too much, like 50, 80-hour weeks. It's just too much. We need to hire more people, we need to hire people locally, we need to just like really take a huge step back, not worry as much about just one client, we can work on our other goals and focus on ourselves as well and slow down. We need to slow down, you know, breathe and like make sure we're taking care of ourselves. Yeah, and getting the work done and hiring more people and helping them. So yeah, let's talk more about that tomorrow. And I'm excited about it. I mean, overall, it's very good news that we're bringing in more money and that we can actually not worry about it as much. And then as far as like how much people get paid in the budgets and people increasing their rates or whatever, we already start potentially paying people more towards their ideal rate. You know, maybe like a little bit more than the requested, but the point is that I personally need like 2 weeks to 1 month. Right? Like if we can get all the recruitment done in the next couple of weeks, and I basically don't go to many other sessions except for global sessions, so I'll be coming to global sessions, primarily you know, Earth sessions. I would be stepping down as the co-chair, so we should elect a new co-chair today. I think maybe we could just go with our old election, and Albina could step up into the co-chair role, and I would step down. And then.
Can you bring the list to us?
Yeah, it's on the rankings, the team rankings page, spreadsheet. Here, I'll find it. I'll get it. And Albina is like the next person that was from the last session, so you know maybe
maybe instead of doing voting now, we would just vote, and then we just would appoint Albina, and then I would step down. It would be Albina, Milu, and Abdul. We would have to get some agreement on that. So anyway, the point is that I want to step back a month and really like take more time for myself. Like I literally almost passed out, had to call 911 today. Like I was pushing myself too hard, I'm not sleeping enough. Like, you know, it's kind of like a wake up call, you know? But I think I'm okay. I think I haven't been thinking enough and not taking care of myself. So I do need to get going right now.
Only on to book to 180.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna pull up the rankings, and then we can do the proposal for Albina, and then we can move on. So what's the question about the 180 degree?
I want to change my sentence once.
Okay, so the first thing is it's not a proposal. Anyone can choose any sexes they want to at any time. For example, Joyce, let us all know, even though she's in, you know, the 0 degree substance, she had chosen to work and collaborate and do her budget, and be a sexton senior manager in the 120 degree E section, right? So she chose to do that. No, she didn't have to propose it to anyone. She didn't have to give permission. You just announce it to everybody, let everybody know, update it on the ranking or the election ranking, update it on the senior sexton manager schedule. Overall, I'm very concerned about Iqbal. I'm really happy that he's doing better and he's going to get back more involved because we were all really worried about him when he disappeared. But the fact that he was so sick and that he didn't have to go to the hospital and he got bronchitis, he didn't feel well. I mean, I'm worried about partly that could have related to him going to and doing all of these meetings in the middle of the night, not taking care of himself, right? So I definitely am worried about people, you know, like you switching from the 0 degree section to 180 degree section is literally, you know, an exact 12-hour difference. Like it's literally the other side. Like it's as much the other side of the world as we possibly get to. So it worries me that you would be basically be able to go live. I don't know if it's healthy or good, you know? But anyways, you're welcome to give it a try or whatever. But more importantly, we should get the recruitment done and get people in the 180 degree section. We should not worry about the money. We have plenty of money, and people should be getting paid the money that they need to live with. Cool. Check. Does that make sense? Lucy, you can just do it. If you want to switch to 180 degree section, I don't know.
Okay.
Are there any other questions about? Are there any other questions about that stuff? Okay, so let's look up the elections and do a quick proposal on Albina being the next co-chair, and then I'm going to go ahead and check out. And I do think it's a good session. I wish I had more time and it was feeling better. And
I think we have to already updated December 10th.
So there's the Mercury session here. Oh wait, I remember what we did. We did the oh man. We don't actually have the personnel, so we need the co-chair. Co-chair this would be a task. The co-chair and also one other thing that you guys could do is you can send out a reminder to everybody who is elected to a board member at the bar session to be present at tomorrow's meeting. So at tomorrow's meeting, the board meeting, like a council meeting, and only elected representatives of the board can vote. And everyone can attend. Anyone can show up and attend. But the only people who can vote and really engage are the people who are elected to be active. Okay?
Who are those people?
You would have to look at the Mars session. The Mars session meeting minutes have the list.
Let's first start.
Awesome. Okay, so that would be notes. Supposed to put that in the notes.
Yeah, on the note.
Alright, yeah, so here's Jay, Zilu, Alvina, Joy, Lucy. So Alvina got 49 points, and so she would be the next person who would be in line. So I would step down, so Jay would step down. Because I did 6 weeks already 6 weeks, right? So then I would duel with you 2 more weeks, so 2 more weeks. And then at the next meeting, we would elect another co-chair, and then I'll duel 6 weeks would be over, right? But overall, the main thing is that being co-chair of this organization is a lot of work, and going to like it could be as many as 3 even 4 global meetings that can happen in the middle of the night in a single week. So that's why it's just 6 weeks, and then you can take a break for the weekend. Does that make sense? Yeah. So the proposal here is to appoint Alvina as the new co-chair of the global for the next 6 so yeah. And so Alvina, do you understand the position?
Yes.
Great. And are you willing to take it on for the next 6 weeks?
Yes.
All right, cool. So are there any questions about the proposal? I'll leave this to you, Lucy. Why don't you do it? You're the facilitator. Whoever's the facilitator should do the best. Lucy?
Yes, what you like?
Questions, concerns, votes? Just like, so we have a proposal. Whenever the proposal happens, the facilitator stops the meeting, focuses on the proposal. You would read the proposal out to the group, and then you would ask the group are there any questions. Address the questions, then you ask if there's any concerns, and then you would do either no objections and final agreement, or you do a roll call vote, call each person's name, and kind of yes or no. Okay? Lucy?
Okay. Then you confirm, I think you're ready.
Just practice, Lucy. So just go through the whole process, just to practice, okay? And for the first part, we actually read the proposal as it's written in the notes. Then you would ask the group if there are questions. Then you would ask the group if there's any concerns, and then you do no objections. Okay? So just give it this practice. It's important to practice.
Proposal to appoint Alvina as the new co-chair of the global coaching steering team for the next 6 weeks. Are there any concerns? Any objections?
For me, no objection.
Objection.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Lucy. That's perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and check out here. And then if you guys can keep going through the monthly reviewing of the monthly goals. The Earth session is really just make sure you invite the board members from the Mars election, right? You can look on the Mars desk and find that. Budget proposals, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Databasing workforce, you guys know how to do that. You guys go over that. Review monthly goals. You guys understand how to review monthly goals? Just want to link below. Priorities. On the sheet. Excellent. Yeah, this is indeed the one. And you would go to the screen right here. This one. And just go over like the top 10, you know, you don't have to do all of them, but the top 10 is good enough. You know, I'll be working on the exit budget. The exit budget is probably like 50% done.
I think you can we propose like you just list all the priority topics, then work on that instead of voting. You know, someone can vote and the list priorities that we don't expect it to be done at that moment. That is very much confusing. Why not just selecting exactly what we do as the first thing and we put at least other than priority down instead of voting on that?
Well, because these are the priorities for our global team. This represents all of our priorities, not my priorities, not your priorities. It represents all your priorities. Every single team, every single section around the world can have their own priorities. Every buddy team can have their own priorities. Every individual can have their own priorities. So, you know, just because your priority is in the Global Core Team prioritization list doesn't necessarily mean that it's not a priority. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but it's important for us as a group to have a place where we collectively and cooperatively prioritize together, right? So that everybody's voice is represented. And right now we have our client work, but that's not going to be the case in the future, right? So we're always going to have clients, but our priorities as the Global Core team will not be client work. They will change over time, and it could be anything. And everybody's welcome to suggest anything as a priority and a goal, and we collectively, as a group, prioritize our goals. If this group prioritizes something that's not important to our client, it doesn't mean the client work's not going to get done. It's just not the priority for the team, right? So whatever group is working on the client priority to do that without any yeah. But the Global Core Team priorities exist independently from the client work and the work of each individual. You know, so literally our Global Core Team priorities, remember this is a public session, and guess who actually decides what the priorities are and tells us what to spend our time on. Can anyone guess in the future who are going to be the primary people that will be voting on and prioritizing goals and telling us what we are going to be working on as case workers? Who do you think is going to be doing that?
Global.
No. Nope. Who are we accountable to? Nope.
The public?
Yes. Perfect, Shakini. Yes, the public. So anybody in the entire public after our public launch, we haven't launched yet. Remember, we're still in pre-launch mode. We're going to be launching. Hopefully the goal is to launch by April. So the April Saturn session only happens once every like 14 years. So it's a very high level session. And we want to invite the entire public, like hopefully we'll hire like outreach coordinators who literally all they do is like go on Facebook and like invite people across the world to our session. And then in the future, people will be able to attend, for example, the Newman session. Anybody in the public from anywhere in the world can attend. And then they can come and they can vote on our priority list and they can tell us what to do. Right? So we are accountable to the public, and the public gets to vote on our priorities and rank our priorities, and then based on what the public tells us to do, that's what we're accountable for. Does that make sense? That's what public accountability is. Does that make sense? Yeah. But we are also the public, so we also get a vote on our goals and priorities ourselves. And again, if our goals and priorities don't align with the priorities of our public, there are ways of dealing with that. Just every team has its own priority list. It'll be the global priority for the whole global overall for teams. Right? And then every single individual local or regional team that aren't necessarily more or less important than the global priorities, but it's just very important to have a place where we have a single set of lists of our global priorities on a monthly basis, and more importantly, we also have our Earth. Right now, our Jupiter plan, the primary plan, will be creating a new plan for the Saturn. The Saturn plan will be our next big planning session. If anyone hasn't seen the Jupiter plan yet, you should look at it. Has anyone not seen the Jupiter plan? Has everybody here seen the Jupiter plan?
No.
Okay, so let me get the Jupiter plan. So we should have a thing in here that's planning. Planning doc is probably blank. Oh no, there's something else. There's future goals planning on our agenda. It is blank. Overall immunity plan, pre-launch plan, aircraft plan. It's in the Jupiter plan. Alright, anyway, let me just add the Jupiter plan real quick. Yeah, so the Jupiter plan is the most recent plan that was completed. And the next big plan that we're going to create will be the Saturn plan. So with the Saturn plan, instead of just doing like minor priorities, we'll actually be doing priorities and doing public input in what's called the community election, where we actually elect and rank all of the priorities of the entire community. All right, so here are all the different plans. So I'm just going to copy and paste all of these. And this is the Jupiter plan right here. And again, we're going to be doing a Saturn plan. The Saturn plan is the next big plan. We probably are going to want to hire people to literally just work on the Saturn session and support the Saturn session, because there's going to be a huge amount of work on directing, especially if we align it with our public launch. It'll basically be a huge global event. We might need everybody to stop everything else that we're doing and focus on the Saturn session. And this is also related to the Earth session too, because the Earth session is also planetary. So here's the Jupiter planet. So for most of you guys, your entire experience with the FHM has almost exclusively been focused on our clients, our primary clients. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But the reason why we work with the client is just to fundraise and bring in money for our bigger plan, which is explained in the Jupiter plan. So the Jupiter plan is 2017 to 2023, right? The Jupiter session happens every 6 years. And this goes through the entire introduction, overall priorities, our vision, goals, our assets, resources. Our assets and resources have dramatically shifted. But in the Saturn plan, we will go through detail by detail of all of our assets, all the budgets, all the resources, everything on a global level. Here are all our budgets, our projects and ideas, events, timing planning, I'll bring in some other ideas. So this goes through basically like why we're doing what we're doing. Our number one priority is sustainability, inclusion, peace movement, new economic infrastructure, anti-corruption, basically just helping people life support. And then of course our primary three initiatives of our infrastructure foundation is the new economic infrastructure, which is the primary thing we're focusing on right now, is the cyber currency. We have the new political and governance structures and like the new education structure. Okay? And then we have our top priorities, is our vision and goals long term. So we're going to be re-updating this and recreating the Jupiter plan, except it's going to be the first ever Saturn plan. And we're going to be doing that for people. Okay? And this one's about 25 pages. The Saturn plan will probably end up being more like 50 pages. It'll probably get twice as large. Okay? Yeah. And everybody can participate in the planning process, including the entire public. So our goal is to engage the entire public across the world, and engage people and get involved in the planning. And our goal is to create a plan that represents the needs of the world, not ours. See the difference? And then the work that we do as the FTI workers is accountable to the public, and then our goal is to meet the goals of the plan. This is our goal right here. This is what we're doing. This is why we work at the FTI network, not because we help EXA because we want to help them, we want them to be successful, and they're paying us money to do it. Even if they didn't pay us money, we would still help them, right? But without them paying us money, we wouldn't be able to hire people, we wouldn't be able to get work from them, right? So, but it's important for you guys to understand that your involvement is not just the client, your involvement is for the whole network, which includes 20 to 30 organizations. EXA just being one of them, or a few of them. And then there's other campaigns and projects, and there's so much, right? Anyways, we'll talk more about this tomorrow, and we'll talk more about the business that I'm setting up tomorrow. But I think this is going to be, I think you guys should just start, I think it's a major turning point in the organization. I think things are going to change dramatically, primarily because I think we're going to bring in enough money, give a couple more weeks, that we can stop having to worry about the money and we can start focusing on getting bigger work done, which is very exciting. So, what's up? Yeah, so anyways, I think that's pretty much it for me. So make sure everyone reads the plan. Like, you should pass that around the other sessions and make sure you can see it, because we're going to be shifting away from just focusing on EXA and focusing on the bigger, broader plans and sponsorship and all of our public launch. Okay. All right, I gotta go. I thought this was a good session. You guys should focus on going through the priorities for the month and just seeing where we are. I already updated some of the ones that I've been working on. And you guys can work on the rest. Okay. And it's possible that we haven't gotten that much work done this month because of the holidays. So that's okay. If not a lot done, just mark it low, and it's fine. Okay, I will ask questions before I go.
Yeah, also need the planetary I should ready planetary art system is nuclear, but not able to do the planetary space.
Which document? Can you link it?
No. It is on calendar.
Oh, you mean the Google Calendar, the planetary calendar?
Yes.
Alright, so this would be the Unity.
Primary art
What about those lunar sessions? The primary planetary and lunar sessions, or just the primary planetary? What about the primary planetary one?
It's also not a
Okay, share with okay, yeah, share with a lot of people.
but we are not updating
Yeah, so this is gonna be what's your email again? Can you
move on.
here?
Yeah.
Alright, that's one. And the other one was the lunar session.
Lunar session I have access, but people not visible. It's not visible.
Well, I think that's because our website doesn't work. Eventually everything will be on the website, but our website's down, so let's not worry about that. Okay? So you just have to invite people directly to the session. So when you go, for example, to the let's say we have tomorrow we've got Earth session, right? And the Earth session should be 2 hours long. So you come in here, say edit. And here you have the list of all the people, right? Yes, that are invited, and so you would just ask people. So let's say I want to ask someone. So I ask someone to do okay. So let's say I want to invite Heather. So I have invited Heather. See? Okay, so that's how you invite guests, and that's how you do that. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, cool. So let's just say that we'll do buddy teams this week. This will be the last week of buddy team sessions, so that you guys can do that. And then starting next week, we're gonna get rid of all the buddy team sessions. So we'll start that here. Okay, does everyone understand? Well, it doesn't mean you guys can't work at that time. It just means that only people who have assigned responsibility or are semi-exempt from the hard stop should be there. Otherwise, people should not be there anymore. Okay? Yeah, what's that? Okay. Help with what? Oh, yeah, one more time. Yeah, I gotta get going. I think that's another one. I think that's everything. Well, but again, we're going to continue with the main sessions for now. Although I am not planning on attending main sessions. I also think we should talk, like, this is not the place to put all these payroll things. Like, I would say we would just use one of these other Gregorian calendars. Where is it? Schedule. Preparation, Gregorian National Calendar. Workers for session 4. Priority workers scheduling for planetary. Priority business workers scheduling session. Just use this one. So this be scheduled workers session, right? call it assigned. All right. So what we would do here is we would have like a calendar. And all of these ones, the payroll, are they're not main, like not main sessions, right? These would go into a different calendar. Those would be like, yeah, that's right here. Yeah. Does that make sense? So you can go ahead and make sure you're invited to this one as well, Zila, and you can change all of that to make sure that if the payroll sessions or it should not be in the same one as the main session. What's your email again? Eventually, hopefully, eventually, like we actually are able to do payroll without having a customer calendar. But it just happens during our work. You know, it's like anyone anytime can just send a Skype message and be like, hey, we should work on payroll. Let's make it happen in the next 24 hours, and then we just do it. You know, it's like why it shouldn't take the manager telling us to do work that we're already supposed to do. Does that make sense? We should just do it. You know, just like Skype each other, be like, hey, I'm ready to work on the payroll. You know, that's what the Skype group is for. What the Skype group is not for is to have lengthy chats, you know, when you can just jump on a hangout and talk. Right? The Skype group is to do updates, ask for scheduling, who's available for this, you know, announce that you got something completed or verified, or that you need help with something, asking questions on the Skype group, right? Cool. All right. So I think we're good. Any other questions?
So the next 16 minutes we're going with
Yeah, you guys can go over the goals. But I gotta get going. I gotta do help with the tour too. All right. Good work. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Jay.
Thanks, Jay.
Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Happy New Year as well.
yeah, Lucy, potato.
You can take us through the text. One thing. Zulu.
Yeah, because I have thinkers about the local with the personal foundation of the relationship. The website here 10% is not applicable. 1099 is about 50%.
The description for zero.
I also share the link here. Sure. 1099 is about 15%. The number 6, the client will is about 30%. Really, what's happening right now is the commercial organization is with zero health, the burdens and stuff. I don't know, if it's 25%. The number 6 is finances tax, is the tax is 12%. The 40% of positive tax. This is the top 10. We will continue with the others. then we keep on lead about 25. It is so. Executive proposals. Proposals have done around 70%. No. The calendar has 5 is the budget, but you can just 30. Okay. I don't know what the organization. We done the top 15. So let's take it out.
You can just continue for others. They have to do it.
For the others, I'm not actually sure if I'm putting out the others.
You cannot show it. I move to the next one.
Guys, I got to go. I need to check out some good session and do one event from last session. Bye.
Thank you. Preparation for this. Anyone to take us through that? Yeah, I don't have an idea on that.
I give something.
That's okay. What about budget proposals? I think budget, this is the budget for February, March, supposed to be done by Friday. And anyone take us through about that? Budget proposal. Can you take us through budget proposals?
I'm not familiar with the budget proposal.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember I proposed this topic. Yeah, because I thought Jay is going to stay, and we already had a deadline yesterday, correct, for the February-March budget. So I thought that we would be able to talk about it as a team. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably we can propose this topic for like tomorrow during the Earth session. I'm not sure. Or another global session. Yeah. We can postpone this one for today.
Yeah. Are you going to have your session? By the way, do you have a session?
Australia?
Yes.
Australia session? Yeah, but probably a buddy team because we just have a global team today. So probably a buddy team would be more efficient for us, so we can get some work done.
Okay. What is time from your side?
For me, it's 11:51 a.m.
Okay.
So it's okay.
Okay, let's check out then.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
We can check out now.
The next section is tomorrow.
Tomorrow or week also, but the other one.
Yeah, there is only a fight.
That's why we have a session, but it is said up to the end of this year. And also we have a session made by the team.
Yeah.
Session. Anyone who is waiting in Mexico can change after this one
After 2 hours. Yes, okay.
Tomorrow session, there are sessions for just 8 hours.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. That's one. We shall attend. Even this one of the impact.
Okay. That's good.
Alright, let's check out. For me, it's been a great session, especially knowing that the financial side has been solved somehow. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Shigem, you check out
Yeah, guys, thank you for this session. It's good that we've discussed important things, but we still have to continue on when more people is around. So happy New Year, guys. Thank you. Check.
Okay, thank you, guys. Yeah, bye. Okay, thank you, guys, for the session. Yeah. See you later. Or see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.